अस्सलामुअलैकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। इन क्वेश्चंस के अलावा जो कि मैं वीडियोस बना के लगा रहा हूँ, अगर आपको कोई और भी किसी और एक्सरसाइज से कोई और चैप्टर से कोई क्वेश्चन आपने समझना है, पूछना है, तो आप मुझसे रब्ता कर सकते हैं और मैं कोशिश करूँगा कि प्रायोरिटी पे आपके जो बताए हुए क्वेश्चंस हैं वो उसकी वीडियो बना के मैं अपलोड कर दूँ। एक्सरसाइज 1.4 क्वेश्चन 1 सॉल्व the following equation, which is 2x plus 5 is equal to 7x plus 16 square root. Now to remove the square root, we take first the square both side by taking square both side. We get 2x plus 5 whole square is equal to 7x plus 16 square root whole square. On the left hand side we take square, we get 4x square plus 25 plus 20x is equal to, on the second hand, square and square root cancel each other, we get 7x plus 16. Now we shift these values on the left side, we get 4x square plus 25 plus 20x minus 7 x minus 16 is equal to 0. Now simplify these values, we get 4x square plus 20x minus 7x, we get 13x plus 25 minus 16, we get 9 is equal to, plus 9 is equal to 0. Now we solve this question. This is a quadratic equation and we solve by factorization. We get 4x square plus 9x plus 4x plus 9 is equal to 0. Take x common, we get 4x plus 9. Take common 1, 4x plus 9 is equal to 0. Simplify it further, 4x plus 9 into x plus 1 is equal to 0, and then 4x plus 9 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now find the value of, in both linear equations, x. We get 4x is equal to minus 9 and x is equal to minus 9 over 4, and the second is x is equal to minus 1. Now we have two value of x, which is x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to minus 9 over 4. And now we check these two values of x by putting the value in the equation which we solve. We get 2x plus 5 is equal to 7x plus 16 square root. Now we put x is equal to minus 1. We get 2 into minus 1 plus 5 is equal to 7 into minus 1 plus 16 square root. Simplify it, it is minus 2 plus 5 is equal to minus 7 plus 16. Simplify, minus 2 plus 5 is equal to 3, and here minus 7 plus 16 is equal to 9 square root. The answer is 3 is equal to 3. So x is minus 1 is true. Now we put x is equal to minus 9 over 4 in the equation. We get 2 minus 9 over 4 plus 5 is equal to 7 minus 9 over 4 plus 16 square root. Now simplify it. We get minus 9 over 2 plus 5 is equal to minus 63 over 4 plus 16 square root. Simplify it. We get 2 minus 9 plus 10, which is equal to 1 over 2, is equal to, take square root here, 4 minus 63 plus 64 square root is equal to 64 minus 63 is equal to 1 over 4 square root. 1 over 2 is equal to 1 over 2, which is true. So the solution set in this question, which is question 1 of exercise 1.4, is minus 9 over 4 and minus 1. It is the answer. Question 2 is x plus 3 square root is equal to 3x minus 1. We take square both sides to remove this square root by taking square root to square both sides. We get x plus 3 square root whole square is equal to 3x minus 1 whole square. Now take square both sides. We get this square cancel with square root. We get x plus 3 is equal to, and take square 3x minus 1, we get 9x square plus 1 minus 6x. Now we shift x plus 3 on the other side, right side, which is 9x square minus 6x plus 1 minus x minus 3 is equal to 0. Simplify these values. 9x square minus x minus 6x minus x is equal to minus 7x plus 1 minus 3 is equal to minus 2 is equal to 0. Now we simplify this quadratic equation by factorization. We get 9x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 2 is equal to 0. Take common 9x in the bracket, x minus 1. Take common 2, x minus 1 is equal to 0. X minus 1 and 9x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now we take the values of x, which is x minus 1 is equal to 0 or 9x plus 2 is equal to 0. Find the value of x. X is equal to 1 and 9x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to minus 2 over 9. These are the two values of x, which is x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 2 over 9. And now we check these values by putting these values in the question. We get the question is x plus 3 square root is equal to 3x minus 1. So put x is equal to 1. We get 1 plus 3 square root is equal to 3 into 1 minus 1. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4 square root. 3 ones are 3 minus 1. Square root of 4 is equal to 2. 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So this 2 is equal to 2. So x is factor is true. And now we put the values of x, which is minus 2 over 9 in the question. We get minus 2 over 9 plus 3 square root is equal to 3 minus 2 over 9 minus 1. Now we simplify these values. We get, take LCM 9, minus 2 plus 9 threes are 27. Square root is equal to 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9, which is minus 2 over 3 minus 1. The answer is 27 minus 2 is equal to 25 over 9. Square root is equal to, take LCM 3, minus 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 5 over 3. And when we take the square root 25 over 9, we get 5 over 3. And these values are not satisfied the question, so the solution set is only 1. Answer. Now the question 3 is, we get 4x is equal to 13x plus 14 square root minus 3. First we shift minus 3 on left side. We get 4x plus 3 is equal to 13x plus 14 square root. And now we're taking square both side. Taking square both side, we get 4x plus 3 whole square is equal to 13x plus 14 square root whole square. And on the left side we take square, which is 16x square plus 9 plus 24x is equal to, square and square root cancel each other, we get 13x plus 14 is equal to 0. So 13x plus 14. Now shift the right side value. In the left side we get 16x square plus 24x plus 9 minus 13x minus 14 is equal to 0. We get, when simplify, 16x square plus 24x minus 13x, we get 11x minus 5 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. And now we factorize the equation. We get 16x square plus 16x minus 5x minus 5 is equal to 0. Take common 16 x, we get x plus 1 and minus 5 x plus 1 is equal to 0. The values are x plus 1 into 16x minus 5 is equal to 0. Now we find the values of x. We get x plus 1 is equal to 0 or 16x minus 5 is equal to 0. Now x is equal to minus 1, 16x is equal to 5 and x is equal to 5 over 16. These are two values of x, which is minus 1 and 5 over 16. Now we check these two values, x minus 1 and x is equal to 5 over 16. We put, firstly check, put x is equal to minus 1 in the equation, which is 4x is equal to 13x plus 14 square root minus 3. We have 4 into minus 1 is equal to 13 into minus 1 plus 14 square root minus 3. Now when we simplify, we get minus 4 is equal to, this is minus 13 plus 14, which is equal to 1 square root minus 3. And when we simplify, minus 4, 1 square root is 1, minus 3 is equal to minus 2 minus 4. The both values are not equal, and now we put 5 over 16 in the question. We get 4. 5 over 16 is equal to 13 into 5 over 16 plus 14 square root minus 3. Now we simplify these values. We get 4 ones are 4, 4 fours are 16, which is 5 over 4. Now simplify the right hand side. We get 65 over 16 plus 14 square root minus 3, and simplify these values. 16, 65 plus 2 to 4 square root minus 3 is equal to 289 over 16 square root minus 3, and 289 is square root of 17 over 16 minus 3. Now simplify. 16, 17 minus, sorry, it is 4, sorry, it is 4. 4 3s are 12. 17 minus 5 17 minus 12 is equal to 5 over 4, and which is equal to 5 over 4. So this is true, and solution set is 5 over 16 is our answer in this question. अब क्वेश्चन 4 से स्टार्ट करेंगे, शुरू करते हैं. लेट्स स्टार्ट. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, whose values are 3x plus 100 square root 3x plus 100 square root minus x is equal to 4. Now we start to solve. First of all, we shift on the right side, which is minus x, and we get 3x plus 100 square root is equal to 4 plus x. For removing square root, we take square root both sides by taking square both sides. We get 3x plus 100 square root square is equal to 4 plus x whole square, and we know that square and square root cancel each other. We get 3x plus 100 is equal to, we take square 4 plus x, which is 16 plus 8x plus x square. Now we prepare a quadratic equation by shifting 3x plus 100 on the right side. We get x square plus 8x plus 16 minus 3x minus 100 is equal to 0. Now simplify these values. We get x square, 8x minus 3x, we get 5x, 100 minus 100 plus 16 is equal to minus 84 is equal to 0. And this is the standard quadratic equation. Now we solve these values by factorization. We get x square plus 12x minus 7x minus 84 is equal to 0. Taking square common, x plus 12 minus 7, x plus 12 is equal to 0, x plus 12, x minus 7 is equal to 0. We get x plus 12 is equal to 0, or x minus 7 is equal to 0. Find the values of x. We get x is equal to minus 12, and the second is x is equal to 7. Now we check these two values of x, which is x is equal to minus 12 and x is equal to 7. by putting these values of x in the question, which is 3x plus 100 square root minus x is equal to 4. Now put x is equal to minus 12. We get 3 into 12 plus 100 square root minus into minus 12 is equal to 4. Simplify these values. 3 into 12, 36 plus 100 square root plus 12 is equal to 4. This is minus 36 plus 100, which is equal to 64. Square root plus 12 is equal to 4. 64 square root is 8 plus 12 is equal to 4. 8 plus 12 is equal to 20 is equal to 4, which is not true. Not satisfied. The value x minus 4. Now we put x is equal to 7 in this question. We get 3 multiplied by 7 plus 100 square root minus 7 is equal to 4. 3 sevens are 21 plus 100 square root minus 7 is equal to 4, and 100 plus 21 is equal to 121 square root minus 7 is equal to 4, and 121 square root is equal to 11 minus 7 is equal to 4. 11 minus 7 is equal to 4, which is equal to 4. So the value of x is equal to 7, which satisfy these in the question. So the solution set is 7, and it is the answer of question 4.